Hey guys! So today I thought I'd do something a little different and a little interesting because I just found out that there's this feature on YouTube where you can go through all the comments that you haven't responded to. And I had no idea this was a thing. And I feel bad because there's a lot of comments that I haven't responded to and you have a lot of questions. So I hope it's not too late. I apologize already for not getting to this sooner, but let's get into it now and I will answer as many questions as I can. So let's go with the most recent comment, and this was on the Waseda Hoshian video. Oh wow. Okay, so it says, I wasn't prepared for the ending, skipping to 5 months later. Made me emotional, and I haven't even been there. Oh, I just learned that I'll be in the storm this semester, and this video made me even more excited. It looks like a really great time. Wow. Well, first of all, thank you so much for watching the video and for your comment. And yeah, you're going to have such a great time. Waseda Hoshian was so much fun to live in, and I have nothing but good memories from being there. So yes, you're going to have such an amazing time. Okay, the next one was from 2 months ago. This is such an old video. Yeah. Wow, it's really cool. Wanted to ask if there's any map to navigate through Tokyo. I'm super scared of being lost in such a big city. Oh yeah, that's a good question. I mean, you could always get a map from probably any info center, even probably the airport, hotels. What I did back in the day was just use Google Maps. And nowadays it's even easier to use because you can download the whole map of Tokyo. So you don't have to rely on Wi-Fi. And that's what I had to do back in the day. I don't think downloading Google Maps was a thing, but I remember having to download an app called Maps.me, and that was my best friend back then. Hi guys, I'm looking for exchange experiences in Japan. I'm thinking on applying to U Tokyo and Waseda, but I don't know Japanese. How difficult is it to be accepted just talking English? So I guess that depends if your program is an English program or in Japanese. So if it's in Japanese, you might have to take some kind of proficiency test. Otherwise, if you're fluent in English and the program is in English, then I don't see why you wouldn't get accepted into it. So good luck. I'm Canadian and have been living in southern Shikoku, Japan for going on 12 years now. Oh, yay. You actually look very Japanese. Are either of your parents Japanese? Well, my parents are both Caucasian, and that's because I am adopted. So I'm actually born in China. But who knows? Maybe there is some Japanese in me. I'll never know. Oh my God, I love your teeth. Thank you. Oh yeah, I have one quick question for you. Okay, hold on. Let me read that again. Oh yeah, I have one quick question for you. Are you on like a field trip, or are you only looking around, or school? Are you in school, or you could read the rest of the question. So that's a good question. So this was for the Kittyland video, right? What was that? It was like not really a school trip, but it was for a club, I think. I can barely remember, but basically it was like a tour organized by one of the clubs at Waseda, and they brought us to Shibuya, and I think this was around Omotesando, if I remember correctly. And yeah, we just went inside just to check it out, and that's pretty much it. But it was really cute. Binging these old videos. Thank you. You're amazing. Thank you for documenting all of this. My pleasure. As an Indian American, the Bollywood dancing was so interesting to watch. I had no clue that would be a thing there. Yeah. Honestly, me neither. But as soon as I saw that as an option for one of the clubs, I thought, that's something I've always wanted to try doing, Bollywood dancing. And it gave me a great opportunity to get into that club, which was WIF, which I then became the leader of the next semester. Hamburg is a very beautiful city. It deserves more attention. Agreed. It's almost impossible to actually get lost in Utrecht. Walk half a mile and you'll definitely see the Dom Tower from some spot. Yeah, I realize that now. I mean, even in the video, you see that I'm not really that lost. The Dome Tower is just always in the back. And I feel like if I went back nowadays, I'd be a lot better at navigating through the city. But back then it was really fun, just thinking I was lost the whole day. I'm going to Japan as an exchange student, but can't understand even a single kanji or hiragana and katakana sentences, but gonna love it. Yes, you will. And you'll learn. You'll catch on very quickly. Oh, and it goes on too. I'm gonna love living in dorms. I hope it's nice. Oh yeah, I have to live with a foster family. I'm gonna skate so much there during my free time. It's gonna be so sick. Well, it sounds like you already have your whole plan, so I hope it went well. This was 1 year ago. How many countries have you been to? Oh boy. Okay, if I really had to list all the countries I've been to, and I hope I don't forget any in this process. Okay, Canada, if that even counts. United States, Mexico, Dominican Republic, recently Jamaica. I've been to Bolivia. And then Europe, oh my God. Netherlands, Germany, France, Italy. Okay, so we're at 10, right? England, Ireland, Switzerland, Spain and Portugal. Then I also went to Hungary and Czech Republic or Czechia and Slovakia. And I think that's it for Europe. Maybe I'm forgetting something. So that's 18. And now I have to think about Asia. So I've been to China, Taiwan, Japan. I think that's all. Let's say 21 for now. Okay, sorry, that was a really long process. Too bad Tegoshi Yuya has already left news. You cannot see him in a future news concert. I know. Don't even get me started. It's sad, but it's been a couple of years now, so I'm kind of over it. But I'm glad I saw them when they were 4 members. Okay, so there's a Japanese comment. I will try to answer this in Japanese. So, 福岡県の良さがわかる動画ですね。素晴らしいプロ写真家さんですか？おありがとうございます。プロ写真家じゃない。でも、写真を撮ることが好きです。I'm planning on taking a semester abroad in college. Do they help you learn the language of where you are going, or do you have to learn it yourself? I guess, well, actually, someone answered here, so you could read that comment. But for me, we definitely didn't have to learn it in school. You could have gone to Japan without taking any Japanese lessons, but it definitely helped, especially because in Japan, not many people speak English. But if your university offers, let's say, Japanese lessons to go to Japan, then definitely take those classes. It'll help so much. And also, it's really fun. I love learning Japanese. Are there normally that many foreign students there? You fluent in Japanese, I guess you're trying to say? Well, especially back then, I was definitely not fluent. I still am not. I'm trying to keep it up as much as I can. But yes, to answer your first question, there were a lot of foreigners. And especially at Waseda, my program was kind of a mix between international students and Japanese students. So it was a really good way to mingle and get to know the locals. But also, if you felt like you needed to talk, to other international students, then you had a community there too. You don't like soy sauce? I like soy sauce. Did I say that in that video? How can I get one of the big dorms like yours? Good question. I don't even know how I got it. I think for Waseda, they make you fill out a questionnaire, and then based off your answers, they determine whether you should be in the bigger dorm or a smaller dorm, if you have a roommate or not. I put no roommate, so that's why I got the dorm that I got. Hello, I was wondering about the language class that the class is delivered in. Is it in Japanese or English? Because I noticed the paper in your table is in Japanese kanji. Ah, yes, that was a paper that I think I wrote, or the class was writing, because we had to write these essays in Japanese, and of course you could use kanji or just use hiragana. But the class itself, yes, was all in Japanese, but the rest of us were all English speakers. So it was a tough class. From some recent reviews, it seems like they don't let you take pictures anymore. What? Really? At Fox Village? Yeah. I agree with that second phrase. All that time and money to get there only to just look. No thanks. That's sad. Best environment not to improve one's Japanese skills. Facts. Hi, are all your courses taught in English besides the Japanese language one? Yes, actually. So for my program, I was in SILS, so that was the School of International Liberal Studies. I took, like half classes in Japanese, but those were like Japanese language courses. And then I took like a film course and some other kind of course, and that was all in English. But there were Japanese students in the class too, but they all spoke English, and the teacher spoke English. So once again, a good mix. Unfortunately, your exposure is too bright, so I couldn't actually see most of the items. I know. I didn't know anything about ISO back in the day. I knew nothing about my camera in general or filmmaking, but I hope it's gotten better by now. All right, so this next comment really got a lot of people going. Utrecht is also called Little Amsterdam. The first comment to that was, Nee joh, niet die vieze stad vergelijken met deze mooi, if I pronounce that correctly. And it's not a very nice thing to say. They're basically like, no, don't compare that dirty city to this beautiful one, I think, right? Not my words. On the first part, why can't you hand them the money? Why put it in the basket? And then someone commented under that, yes, it's strange because they handed them their change. So in Japan, you put the change in the little basket and then they give you back, like by hand, the change. I don't really know why. It's just one of their customs, but you just kind of run with it. And it's kind of nice. Then you don't have to, juggle all your change. You just put it in the basket and you know where it is. Now, these last two comments have really gotten a lot of responses. And this was on probably one of my most popular videos. So of course there's gonna be hate, but this one is really funny. So this is when I said, did you pay? Yeah, I thought that was a little rude. I couldn't believe she really said that. I know, right? She's overall rude. That is so rude to say. Really, dude. She was just joking, I think. No, she's rude. I guess I'm rude, but I'm Canadian, so I'm sorry about that, eh? For real though, if only you knew our dynamics. Western eating etiquette is quite unhygienic and disgusting. Taking a bite out of the food and then passing it around, yuck. And then it goes on. I love reading this thread, it's really funny. But basically, I guess for us, we just didn't really care. And it's not really a Western eating etiquette. I think we felt comfortable with each other and we're all friends and we know that we're pretty clean. And I guess it's just the easiest way to try out different foods. So you just have to share. Okay, so this video is definitely long enough. I'm gonna have to stop there. But thank you so much for all these questions and comments. And some were funny to read. And yes, I mean, we're gonna get hate no matter what we do. So if you have more questions, feel free to comment below or send me a DM on Instagram. I'll be happy to answer any questions about Japan or life in general. Thank you for sticking around for all these questions, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!